Good evening, everybody. This is David and Chuck on the David and Chuck Show on the Tuscola Football Network and eNet Sports, live from CE Weatherby Stadium and the Den in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, for the Tuscola Franklin pregame. Good evening, Chuck. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. What is it, about an hour away from kickoff? A little less than
We're
45 minutes.
45 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, all right.
So, and they're going to kick off right at 5 tonight. So, with the guys up here that you know, they're all giving you a hard time. But anyway, Tuscola and Franklin, big night here at CE Weatherby. And if you're not here at kickoff, just keep coming because it's So, what are your thoughts since this morning when we had our show, Chuck?
Well, I think you're going to have a heck of a game there. This is going to be a good football game. And nothing changed. The players, it's the same MO, script. I think they're going to, anytime these two teams get together, it's a football game.
Yeah. Yeah, and we talked this morning, and I say advantage in the kicking game is going to go towards Tuscola. Their kicker's good, but our kicker is a difference maker. So, as the three phases right now, I say advantage Tuscola in the kicking game and the return game.
Right.
They're really big up front, Chuck, on both sides of the ball. They don't have a lot of numbers, and we don't have a lot of numbers. They're probably dressing about the same amount that we are, about 38 to 40. But they're white on white and we're black on black. And it's kind of an odd atmosphere out here so far. People are still at work, and I'm sure people are watching and listening to us as they're trying to make their way to CE Weatherby Stadium and Doug Brooks Field.
I look back at all their games this year, and I started noticing through the statistics that they don't make a lot of mistakes. They don't have and have a lot of turnovers. They're not going to keep the football back. Pretty early. They're going to finish the play. They're going to finish the drive by
YouTube too.
and they just don't follow. So you're going to play a football team, regardless of the talent, not going to make mistakes.
Yeah, and
This or Tuscola has, that is to play a more clean football.
Yep, and got to avoid the penalties, got to avoid turnovers, and they've done a really good job in the turnover thing this year so far. Got to avoid the penalties, got to avoid the turnovers, but I don't know. We're missing one guy tonight, not the injury, but the sickness. Our middle linebacker, number 34, Mr. Haynes, is not going to be playing tonight. Hopefully, he'll be back Friday in Mills River. But you got to next man up. You got to go.
Right, and I did notice also that with Franklin is that they will convert turnovers. 70% of the time they'll convert those into point, field goal or touchdown. You got to be careful not to give your turnovers away because this is a good football team that can convert them into plays.
Yeah. You're in. I'm kind of like I was this morning. The first couple of series are going to be interesting to me to see. The first couple of series, see the physicality of both teams up front and kind of get a feel of if you know, it's just, again, you don't know what's going to happen, but I'm not going to, I would be really shocked if we got just beat up front. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be a slobber knocker, an old SEC kind of slobber knocker for a while until they feel each other out.
I'm intrigued to see, and because I'm going to be watching via the Franklin television network, I'm going to be intrigued to see how both teams play on such short notice. They played
Yeah.
Friday night, and then they had Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They had put in the system and kind of rehearse and stay off your feet. No hitting, no live scrimmaging. I'm going to be intrigued to see how they're going to play today on such short.
Yeah, I'm interested to see that too. So, just not a lot to, not a lot more to discuss than we did this morning. Uh, that I know they're ready to go. Franklin looks like they're ready to go, and these kids are resilient. I don't think that they care that it's only been since Friday. I really just don't think they care. Let's go, because I think both teams, like I said today, they would have played in a phone booth on Saturday morning if they would have allowed them, because they just want to play and they want to play each other. And again, I commend the heck out of these people on both sides for making this happen. As a matter of fact, on my way up, Chuck, uh, Jonathan came out to the truck when I pulled up, and you know, his intensity it never changes. You know what I'm saying? It's always there. And his kids are really quiet, really focused. But Austin Chambers, when I was coming into the stadium, man, Austin is locked in and just very, very intense. So I love that.
This game's going to have an impact on the standings, playoff aspirations, seed aspirations, getting into the playoffs. You play to win championships. The Herm Edwards interview years ago saying you play to win the game. I always change that game to championships. You play to win championships. That's what
Yep.
everybody gears up for.
Yep.
And this could be the deciding factor in who wins the Mountain Seven.
Well, hold on. Are you there?
I got you. Yes, I'm here.
I don't know how many games there are in Western North Carolina tonight. I know in the mountains, and this is the only game. But if you can at least send the baseball score from the Yankees in Cleveland, that would be awesome if you get a chance. Because I know you're going to be watching the football game, but I also know you're going to have one of your multiple devices, televisions, whatever, watching the baseball game. And all of us that have any sanity are pulling for Cleveland to even the series.
Just remember, you're kicking off at 5. Game goes off at or baseball starts at 7. And could be like third, fourth quarter, but I will do that.
Well, Chuck, there's 37 minutes. Yeah, 37 minutes to kick off. Any final words here? And because it's really an odd feeling, 37 minutes to kick off, and just people are trying to get here, and it's really odd to see the stadium when they're out there warming up with so few people in it.
I will quote the Krakenbergers. Days in the barn. What can you
do? That's it.
Hey,
all right, buddy. All right, we'll talk post game, and then we're going to have the coaches show tomorrow sometime, with or without Jonathan. we'll have the coaches show, and then we'll have our show on Thursday, and then we got a lot going on this week, don't we, buddy?
Yes, sir. It's a busy week.
All right, my friend. I'll talk to you and keep us updated on the baseball game.
All right.
All right, folks,
See you later.
come on out, folks. See you, bye. And folks, come on out before we sign off. Just get on out here, even after the game starts, and support this team and support this community because they moved heaven and earth to make sure all this happens. So we'll see everybody later on. Have a good night.